something that you said to me was, now I'm going, this isn't exactly how you said it, but this is how I heard it. So I want to tell you something, but you can't get upset or feel bad about what I'm about to tell you, because it's a good thing that this
Okay,
happened.
but I didn't even want to bring that up because it's such an awkward thing to say and to.
That
So, are you
that
giving me permission to go there?
yes, that is where I want to go, because that this is something that I know I am profoundly impacted by, and I think we all are. And the root of all of this, of what the blessing is, and you got it in a way that was completely unexpected. Like, there was so much more to those words and that sign than any of us anticipated. And that's why God is so big and so exciting, is how he does that. And those curveballs that you talked about.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so like that is exactly how the Lord works for me. Like literally a 10-second moment gave me this message, this sermon, this lesson that would last me a lifetime, you know? And so here's this sign, and I'm anticipating it, and I'm so excited. And we pull it out, and the first thing that I see is this like hairline, almost minuscule, need a microscope to see, just this flaw that goes through. I even want to look at it. Just one letter. It's just the A in husband. Okay. And it's so slight. And I see this flaw, and immediately the Lord says, are you truly going to miss all the blessing and all the good for one hairline flaw? Ugh. And so, like, it just takes me back. Like, I know the Lord put that there. And it just reminded me of how often I look at myself, I look at others. I can look at something and I can just take a microscope to it and look for the imperfections. And just the realization that as we focus on the imperfections, we miss all the glory and all the good and all the beauty and all the intention that was meant to be received. It's like, it's honestly just a distraction. And so literally, like in that moment I saw it and I was like, oh. And then the Lord spoke that to me and I was like, oh. And I mean, I can't even talk about it without like, and honestly, I mean, especially in a marriage, how often do you spend so much time thinking about where someone hasn't met your expectations or where they don't fulfill what you thought it might be or what you think it should be? But then you miss out on what it truly is and what God has truly placed there. And yeah, I feel like in that receiving of the blessing for myself, God was giving me a blessing and helped me grow in appreciation. So that hanging is going to be a blessing for him, but also a reminder to me that God has so much more. Those words are powerful. And how often can you speak the flaw and totally forget to speak the true blessing?
the night that we had this brief conversation, I walked in the house. Paul wasn't with me at that event, and I walked inside and I said, I want to tell you what Terese told me tonight. And he's like, okay. I said that they love it, they treasure it. But she said, that there was this line. And he just went,
Right?
and I said, no, hold on. Because I saw it too, but I wasn't going to say anything to Paul. You know, we all saw it. And you're right. It's like this 20-inch square, beautiful piece with the frame. And it's this little, just this, you know. And Paul said, or I said, I shared with him what you told me and how it reminded you of all the beauty that is in your husband. And that, yes, the imperfections are there, but not to miss all the beauty. And he just almost collapsed. He said, Kristen, I was up almost all night trying to buff that line out, and it would not. It would not. He said there was nothing I could do. And I think we both knew at that moment, like, God just forced that metal to stay as is. And that line was not going anywhere, you know? And there's so much beauty in that.
Oh my gosh, but like that makes me, I can't even talk. Don't we do that to ourselves? Don't we see our own imperfections and we buff and we buff and we lose sleep and we try to hide it and we try to dress it up and we try to fix it? And there's nothing we can do to make it go away because the Lord thinks it's beautiful. Because the Lord wants it to be there, because the Lord created it as is, and he doesn't see it as broken.